Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get my next guest out. You know who he is, a musical superstar. He has sold, get this is remarkable, over 80 million albums worldwide. To 3 very devoted fans. Please welcome the fabulous Barry Manilow. Sir. You've met Philip, you've met Sarah, you've met James, I think.
You're all brilliant, brilliant.
Wow. Great to have you here back in the UK. You know you have a huge fan base here. You must have some nice memories of playing here over the years, I imagine.
Oh, yeah, I do. You know, I got here in 1978. They booked me for 2 nights at the Palladium, and I didn't think anybody would show. And we wound up spending 2 weeks at the London Palladium. That's the big memory for me, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're lucky that you're here this evening and you will be performing for us this evening,
yes,
which is a treat.
Yes.
But the big news, if I understand correctly, is that the tour that you're just about to embark on, that will go through next summer, this is going to be your last tour.
Yes, yeah. Well, I say that now, you know. But, you know, it's just, I'm done packing. So, you know, I don't know. I'm not saying how long this tour will go.
So this could go on for years.
It could go on for years. But as of now, I said, please, I got to stop. I got to have my life back after all these years. So I'm calling it the last tour.
And what do you do when you say have your life back? What is your life when you're not touring, when you're not performing?
You know, during the last tour, which lasted for a while, and then I took time off, my goal was just to know when Judge Judy was on. I had lost my life on the road. I just wanted to get my life back, play with the dogs, know when the weather changes, you know.
How many dogs have you got?
I got 2.
2 dogs.
Are you a cat man or a dog man?
I'm a dog man and a cat man.
Are you a cat man or a dog man? Dog man. Cat. Yeah, the girls love cats.
Do you have any pets, Philip?
Yeah, no, there are lots of dogs in the family. Unnecessary.
Don't encourage that. Wait till he gets home and Lady Macbeth gets hold of him, eh? So listen, Barry has just brought out his 29th studio album.
Right.
It's a very different kind of album for you. You can explain what's going on here. It's called Dream Duet. My Dream Duets.
My Dream Duets, and that's what it is. My Dream Duets. Everybody's making duets albums, and some of them are pretty good, and I thought, how can I make my duet album any different than everybody else's? So I made a list of people that I would have loved to have sung with. And when I looked at it, they were all dead. It could be called my dead duets. I didn't want to do that. But it seemed like an impossible thing to do, because we were stuck with old records, tinny records, scratchy records. But music technology has gone so far. I was able to reorchestrate and rearrange all these songs and make them into duets.
Some of the people there you must have met and known while they were alive. Did you ever work or meet Dusty Springfield? Could you sing with her on this?
Yes, she was really one talented person. Really gone too soon. Some of these people were just... It was really emotional when I sang with Whitney. Whitney was in her perfect voice on this record. And really, I kept running for the Kleenex because really, it's such a tragedy, so young.
And did you know Whitney fairly well?
I did. A good girl.
So towards the end, when her life was... Did you see that? I mean, because people must have tried to intervene, I guess.
Yeah, everybody did. But, you know, when you get to that stage, I think logic doesn't help anybody when she was there. I know Clive, my friend Clive Davis, did everything he could, wrote her letters, called her.
But didn't help. It's just such a terrible waste, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, so many of them were young. You know, that's why it was so emotional for me, because, you know, when I did my duet with Barbara Streisand years ago, she was in a vocal booth around the corner there, and I put my headset on, and Whitney could have been around the corner too, and it was very live. Singing with Sammy Davis Jr., I was kind of laughing with him, and oh my God, he's not here. What am I doing? You know? But it was really alive. It was so emotional.
Were you drinking at the time?
Was I drinking? No, I wasn't.
Let me ask you a question. Please don't think I'm being rude here or not, but there's speculation in the papers and online at the moment about the way you look right now. And people are saying, well, has he had a lot of work done? What's going on
Jonathan, look at me. I look like my... Don't I look like my age?
Well,
I mean, what do you want?
You're aging well. I tell you, the only person who's aging as well as you is old Schofield down there.
Really? This is what I look like. I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Does it get tiresome, though, reading that stuff about yourself, reading the speculation?
It's infuriating knowing that this is what I'm... This is me at 70.
That is
I swear.
the only answer that I will accept.
Right.
You know, let me ask you about the Vegas years, because how long did you have that residency in Vegas for?
I did 7 years in Vegas, and there were 7 great years. I did 5 at the Hilton and 2 at the Paris. And when they offered it to me, I thought, oh no, Vegas. I don't know. I had nice times, one or two shows that I did in Vegas. But what's going to happen if I actually stay there in residence? It was 5 great years. We were able to change things around night after night. Plus, I live in Palm Springs, so we could fly there every night. I was able to be home most of the week and then fly to these great audiences. It was a great, great experience.
Would you do it again? Because I get the feeling one of the things about the tour that maybe is exhausting for you is the travelling, is the packing, is the moving to new cities. Was there, you know, they'll build you a place to live there if you want, won't they? They did that for Celine Dion.
If I got that phone call, I would be hard to turn it down. I loved it so much.
Well, Sarah, you've been to Vegas as well, I believe.
Yeah, I went to Vegas a long time ago. I was surprised by the hotels. You know, they're really fancy, but the bed had 3 pillows at the top. And I knew who, like, 2 were for. But I didn't know who the 3rd one was for. And there was a sign that said that you were allowed to bring a company back to the hotel, but you couldn't...
What hotel were you staying in?
It was clearly a classy one, Harry. But you couldn't bring food into the room. So you could bring... So the only way you could get a pizza in is if a prostitute brought it in for you.
Let me ask about your fan base, because I was talking earlier, as we know, Sarah stalked Philip for many years and now has fans. You've had some fairly devoted admirers, haven't you?
Many. No, I'm really very lucky. You know, especially here in Britain, they always told me that if they like you in Britain, they will like you forever.
You're a fan, aren't you, James?
Yeah, I have been for a long time. A long, long time. I've actually... one of my key moments of learning how to perform was pretending to be you. And there is actually video footage that Jonathan Ross does not have. Of me in a pair of my sister's white trousers, singing Copacabana, and it was really one of the first times I ever sort of got on stage and sort of gave it some welly as a performer.
Wow.
So, and it was because when I was a wee boy, it was my favourite song, and you were one of my favourite singers.
So now that you're in the business, you owe me a thank you.
I owe you 5% of everything I've ever done.
And do you do it? I mean, do you still bust it out ever?
I've busted out Copa, the story of Tony and Lola, a couple of times, quite a few times in karaoke.
So do you know all the words?
Yeah, I'd say it. Yeah.
And if I play piano for you, would you?
This could be a fairly special moment.
As long as you don't mind me not being a patch on you.
But you know what? You're very lucky, because I phoned your sister earlier and she sent her pants over. Well, I think that's too good. Do you mind playing a little bit of Copa for us? Shall we enjoy? OK, let's go over to the piano with Barry Manilow and everyone here. Let's go do this. You want a slug of water?
I want a big slug of water.
All right.
Here we go. This is going to be great. Well, it might be terrible, of course. I mean, it might be.
Either way...
How bad can it be?
If it's terrible, just, like, give me a break.
Okay. So now, I don't want to... We shouldn't detract from, basically, the vocal stylings of Mr. McAvoy.
That's right.
We have some percussion instruments. Maybe we could just join in on the percussion. And you guys, this is a new dream duet.
Do you have something?
Do I have something?
Oh, here we go.
Hold it. I don't know what this is, but I think it's been on this morning and some bloke was very proud of it, wasn't he? Ah, here we go.
Let me hear that first. Okay, ready, James?
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair, and her dress got down to there. She would merengue and do the cha-cha. And while she tried to be a star, Tony always tended bar across the crowded floor. They worked from 8 to 4. They were young, they had each other. Who could ask for more at the Copacabana? The hottest spot north of Havana. Oh, at the Copacabana. Music and passion were always the passion at the Copa. They fell in love.
All right.
Barry Manilow,
Thank you so
James McAvoy, Sarah Millican, Philip Schofield. There you go, that was pretty special. Why don't you guys head over there so we can enjoy the song together. Thank you, James. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Sarah. Thanks to all my guests tonight. Next week on the show, I'll be joined by Miranda Hart, Jeremy Clarkson and Martin Freeman, and we've got music from X Factor's Ella Henderson. But now, with What a Wonderful World, accompanied by the late Louis Armstrong, it is the one and only Mr. Barry Manilow, ladies and gentlemen.
Joy to the world. Take it,
I
Louis.
see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and you. And I think to myself,
And I think to myself,
what a wonderful world.
oh, what a wonderful world that I see. Skies of blue, clouds so white, the blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world.
The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky,
just
are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends
every single day,
saying how
everything we do,
every
time we say I love you.
I hear babies
There are
cry.
days that
I watch them
under,
They're like much more
like the stars in
than I
the
ever knew.
night,
And I think to myself,
all their light on a
what a wonderful world.
life. Oh, shining
I think to myself, what a wonderful life.
Oh, yeah.
Barry Manilow, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, James.